Welcome to a new video. Today I'll be mounting stunt pegs on my KTM EXE. It's a 2015 model, so if you have it should be the same from like 08 approximately to at least 16 models. So these are the required tools for this job. You'll need an angle grinder, a vice grip, but like a vice would be recommended, a drill, your 27 millimeter wheel nut tool, some drill bits. I'll be using the 4 millimeter, 6, 9, 10, 11 and 12. You'll need some pegs. These are from Biltema. It's a Scandinavian shop. These are made for BMX, so the hole here is a M10, but you'll have to drill it up to an M12. So here's the M12 rod, threaded rod. You should get the stainless steel one because it's much stronger than the non-stainless steel one. So yeah, let's start. I have already started, so the wheel nut, axle bolt nut or whatever, you'll have to drill it up to an M12. Start small, like a 4 millimeter drill, then 6, then 8 or 9 or 10, and then go 11 and then 12. And just remember to like blow out all the debris from like the shavings, metal shavings. And yeah, I forgot to mention that you need some nuts. You should get these with the plastic ring, like the locking nut, because then they won't loosen themselves. Just from some experience, these work very well. So you need 4 of these. So the axle is 27 centimeters wide, and this part of the peg is 2 centimeters deep, and the nut is 1.5 centimeter like long, wide or whatever. So the rod, the total length of the rod will be 35 centimeters, so there won't be no rod like more than you need, because when you're going to tighten this, if you don't have a 17 deep socket, the rod will just like hit the wrench, so you won't be able to tighten it. So no less than 34, but not more than like 35, 36. So we will measure 34 centimeters, or 35, sorry. And we'll put the tape here. And then we'll cut it. Okay, so now we'll cut the rods. I moved the tape to 36 centimeters, so just in case, because it's the first time I've like done it so accurately. So Make sure to wear some protective gloves and glasses and just start cutting. Make sure to clean up the edge, because otherwise you won't be able to get the nut on. So just take the angle grinder and at an angle and just make it a little bit round like. Okay, so I've tried to like smoothen it out a bit, and here I have the nut. I'm just going to check that it fits, and it does perfectly. So next step. Now I'll just mount everything and test that everything fits. So the first nut, put your peg on. I'll show you, you have to drill it up, but I'll do it when we do the front wheel afterwards, so you'll see how I do that. Stick it through. Then take the other side. I lied about all the tools. You need a 19mm at least for the M12 nut, and an extension because you have to get inside here, and you need a ruler, so sorry for that. So we'll try to mount this up. You'll have to hold on the other side, but I don't have a tool right now, so I just use my finger. And I'll reach in here. And as you can see here, now the nuts are all the way, like they're fully, like the nut is fully threaded on both sides. And we have 1 centimeter of spare of rod. And that's at the 36 centimeter of total length, so you're probably only going to need like 35. I want to weld this nut to this rod because well, usually when you screw these on, you come this far on one side, and the locking nut like doesn't do its job, and on the other side it will thread like it is supposed to. So I'm going to weld this nut to this rod, so it will like you're only screwing it on one side. If you're going to weld this, then always remember to have your welding gloves and welding jacket. So yeah, stay safe everyone. Okay, so now I have welded the nut, but so it's time to mount this for good. As you can see now, both nuts are totally threaded on, and there's a little play, so it's just perfect. So you need 2 19 wrenches, 1 for either side. So now they are totally mounted. I would recommend to cut these at least like these 2 parts away, because if you like drive in a roundabout and you like lean down very much or in a turn, this will catch the asphalt and you will slip and you'll crash. And if you like crash and they are this long, you the leverage on this part of the peg and on the rod are like, it's so much that it will just bend it and or could break it. So either way, just like cut it down halfway or something. I will probably just have these two, or maybe cut in the middle of the, yeah, I'll probably just cut in the middle here. But you don't have to see that, because that's like also some personal preferences about like how wide you want them. If you want to stand on these, you're probably better off having them long, but if you're worried about your rod, cut them. So now I'll start with the front ones. First I had to, because there are threads in here, but they are the wrong threads anyway, so you couldn't use like a M10 rod, so you'll have to just start drilling the threads out. This is why I said that a vise would be much more easier than like just the vise grip, because it's a pain on holding this. Drill, moving up to 11 mil. And finally the 12 mil drill. Now the rod will fit perfectly through here, but not with too much play, just a little bit, so just perfect. Now I'll just have to repeat that with the other one. So now we're at the front. First we'll have to loosen the nut, just take it all the way out. And in here there will be a 10mm plastic cover, so you'll do need a 10mm socket of some sort, just like so. Just throw it in the garbage. And on the 6 days models, you have this like a quick release thing handle on the axle bolt. So if you have these fastened, you can just take like a extension all the way through and just hit it with a hammer, and this will pop out. Just like that. So this is also something you won't need, so you can all throw that away as well. Nice. So for the front, the width is 23.5 centimeters, so we'll just say 24. And as we remember from the rear, 2 centimeters from one peg, 2 from the other, and 3 centimeters from the nuts, so we end up at 31 centimeters of total length on the threaded rod. So now we'll have to drill a hole in the axle nut. On this one it's quite easy, because as you see on the outside here, it's like a little dimple or dent. So on the inside there's the center is like engraved, so you can just put your drill there and drill without like having to worry about it being in the center, because the drill will automatically fall down into the center. And you will just have to start small. This is 4mm, I believe. So now I'm at the final drill, and just like that you are ready to put it back together. Alright, so now we're done drilling, just like we did in the rear. Just put everything together. And just like that, you now have a bike with pegs. So it's so dark outside, so I won't take the bike out to show you. So, but there you have it. Hope you liked the tutorial, and leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Peace.